Today's topic for discussion is a jawar crop. Its botanical name of jawar is Sorghum vulgare and family of sorghum is Poaceae. The common name is jawar. Let us see the history and origin of sorghum. The sorghum is among the first of the wild species to be domesticated by man. There are reports of growing sorghum in Egypt prior to 2200 BC. Since then, it has been cultivated continuously as a grain crop in that country. Sorghum was cultivated in China and India since very early times. The origin of jawar is considered, and it has reported that it is originated from Africa and Asia, and from those countries it has traveled to other warmer countries of the world. It can grow in temperate as well as the tropical regions of the world. It is thought that the cultivated form is derived from the cultivated species, the cultivated form of jawar. It is derived from the wild species of sorghum. It is also thought that some of the cultivated species had been developed in India. On the basis of it, it is very common in India. India is one of the leading countries in the world for the production of sorghum. There is about 42.6 million hectares land of agriculture in India is under cultivation of sorghum. The annual production of jawar is about 7.4 million tons in India. It is extensively cultivated in several states of India such as Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra and Rajasthan. In India, it is cultivated as Rabi crop as well as a Kharif crop. Let us see the cultivation of sorghum. Before cultivation, the farmers of India, they clean the agricultural field, and the field is ploughed for minimum 2 times, and very less manure is generally applied. Very less fertilizer is generally applied. About 12.5 kilogram of seeds are sown in 1 hectare land. The seeds are sown with the help of machine or with the help of drill machine in a row. The distance between two jawar plants may be 30 to 45 centimeter. That helps better growth of the plant. The seeds are removed, the weeds are removed. Weeds means the extra non-required plants which grow in the field. Those plants are called weeds. The weeds grow whenever we grow the jawar in the field, and all the weeds are removed and destroyed from the jawar field when the jawar reaches up to 6 to 10 inches in height, and fertilizer is applied. Let us see which type of fertilizer is applied to the crop. For rain-fed crop means the crop which is dependent on the rain. We are not applying any extra water to it. Such a crop which is dependent on natural rainfall, that crop is described as rain-fed crop. The rain-fed crop, for that farmers apply nitrogen 37.5 kg per hectare and phosphate 35 kg per hectare. The phosphate is generally mixed with seeds at the time of sowing, and after a month of sowing, the nitrogen 35.5 kg per hectare is applied. And in irrigated crop means the crop to which we have to apply the external water. That crop is called irrigated crop, and that is for irrigated crop 68 kg of nitrogen and 62.5 kg of phosphate and 35 kilogram potash per hectare may be applied at the time of sowing, and second dose of nitrogen is applied at the rate of 57 to 68 kg per hectare. This dose of fertilizer is enough, very good for the better growth of the jawar or sorghum. Let us see harvesting and yield. Harvesting means removal of the crop. After maturity, we take out the crop from the field. We harvest the crop from the field. That is called harvesting. Harvesting and yield. Let us see. The jawar plants mature within 40 to 160 days, but the early maturing hybrid varieties are available which mature in 100 to 120 days. The plants cut from the base and the bundles are made. They are kept in the field for drying of grains. Then the dried ears are collected. Ear means the grain containing ear. Ear consists of grains. The dried ears are collected and the grains are removed with the help of mechanical means or with the help of machine. The dried grains are stored in gunny bags. Let us see the yield of the crop. Yield of the crop. The average yield of local variety of jawar will be about 500 kg per hectare. And during optimal conditions, the hybrid varieties yield about 6,000 to 7,000 grains per hectare. Next. Let us see improved varieties of the sorghum. First, let us see the Kharif varieties. Kharif varieties are high-yielding varieties with medium height that mature in 100 to 110 days. Example, C5H3 mature in 110 to 120 days and yield range from 30 to 40 quintals per hectare. Variety Suvarna mature. It is one of the variety of sorghum, Suvarna. Suvarna type of variety that mature in 100 to 119 days. And this Suvarna variety of sorghum that yield the range from range of yield is 20 to 30, that mature within 20 to 30 days, and yield is 25 to 30 quintals per hectare. Okay. Other Kharif varieties are which are commonly grown in India, that are CSH5, CSH6, CSH9, CSH10 and CSH11, etc. Let us see the Rabi varieties. There are many Rabi varieties also grow in our India because there is great variation in soil in India and different types of crops grow and different types of varieties we can grow. And the Rabi varieties which are commonly grown are M35-1, CSU8K, Swati, M35-1 and Muguti A1, CSV8R, CSU11 8K, Moti, Swati, SPV46, etc. Let us see the economic importance of sorghum or economic importance of jawar. The grains are broken into small pieces and cooked as rice. The grains flour is used to prepare bread. The stems and leaves used as food cattle. Jawar is the staple food of economically poor people of India. Some varieties are used as popped grains. Jawar is also used in making some industrial alcohol, whiskey, beer and starch. Broom sorghums are used in fibers for making brushes. Sweet sorghums are used for making syrup. Sorghums are also used as forage to feed cattle. Okay. A type of wax is also obtained from jowar. The grains are also used as poultry food. All this is the economic importance of jowar. This is all about jowar crop.